back, ladies and gentlemen, to Apple Rush Brands channel, striving to provide quality consumer packaged goods from manufacturing to distribution, as mentioned, vertically integrating the business here with Tony, the Chief Executive Officer. Welcome back.
Hey, thanks for having me, Kyle. How are you doing today?
Living the dream as always, and we got some Q&As coming up, and you're going to give us a little bit of a product demoing as well. So this should be a really fun-packed video. But first and foremost, I got a question here because people are trying to find your products, and he was asking, do you carry it in Orlando, Florida? And if so, where can they find it? And if not, where can they find it?
We are bringing it into some of the stores in Orlando, Florida. The one that has it currently is a place called Hemp House on Colonial Drive, and they do have a pretty wide selection. They have all of the Element C, Element D product. They do have some pre-roll product and stuff in there that we're testing. So that's going to be where we started. We will be adding some additional places here in the in the near future.
Okay, and is there anywhere online they can go to find this stuff?
You can go to element-brands.com and they can order any of our Element C product. We are going to be adding some Apple Rush product and stuff. As soon as we get it online and reproduce it, we will be adding it back online.
Great. I appreciate the clarity, man. And moving forward here, this is an interesting one. With problems in supply chain and recession fears, how is Apple Rush managing the current economics, and are they having any issues? I mean, after we saw some of the consumer packaged companies, I mean, at scale of like Costco or Walmart, are getting kind of margin crunched a bit here, but how are you guys experiencing this?
We have the same issues as everybody. The biggest problem is getting capacity at breweries, which is why we went out and have been negotiating for acquiring our own facilities. And if we close on the facilities as expected, we're going to be in really, really good shape. But if you have to rely on somebody else, you're putting your hand, your control is not in your own hands. It makes it really, really complicated.
Yeah, so you guys are a little bit more nimble that way, right?
Yeah, that's been the whole idea of what we've got going to seed to sale is how do we control our own future? Because when I make product right now, I call a brewery and I say, do you have any empty tanks? They don't have any empty tanks. What do I do?
Yeah.
So it can be 3 or 4 weeks for them to empty a brewing tank. And then if something happens in the glitch where I can't get the product there on the day that they need the product, then it could be pushed back even further. It's a mess. It's really complicated. It's not a lot of fun. Small batch brewing is very complicated business to start with because we're not building millions of dollars in inventory that we have all the time. We're building 500 cases, 1,000 cases, 1,500 cases at a time. And depending on sales dictates how fast you have to make it again. It's complicated. People think it's easy. It's a very, very complicated business, and being vertically integrated will fix that problem because we could make 100 cases if it was our own place.
Yeah.
Right. Somebody called me and ordered 100 cases tomorrow. If I had the brewery, I could go and blend and ship tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the advantage of having your own place.
Now, expanding beyond that, I mean, Apple Rush is kind of using this kind of broad net products, but let me rephrase that. Apple Rush is expanding into a broad net of products. Strategically, what aspect of your business do you believe will provide the most value in the future? Obviously, you guys are kind of not only vertically integrating some of these products, but you're expanding into quite a few of them. Do you want to discuss some of those and just what you think is going to be the most prominent?
I think that you're going to see the uniqueness of product in the CBD world and the Delta 8 world, where we've done our own tea bags, for instance, okay, that we're going to be bringing to market. We're still looking at whether we're going to put them in a bag like this, or if we're going to put them in a paint can, or what we're going to do, how to make that presentation. We're going to do the full pre-rolls, which we'd showed before. We developed a product that is totally water soluble in the kratom area, where we can just pour this into a bottle and shake it up, and it 100% dissolves. We have a 2-ounce shot that we developed that you can't taste the kratom in. It's some really, really cool stuff that in this marketplace, in what I would say the botanical area of natural health care, let's call it, right? So it's on outside of pharmaceutical care. These products are going to be very, very beneficial to our bottom line. They have a lot higher margin than Apple Rush. Apple Rush is a commodity at that point. It's a juice and it's a commodity, and there's a million companies with commodities out there. You just don't make a lot of money on it. So we're going to bank on the fact that our CBD, our kratom products, Delta 8, HHC, that kind of stuff, is where we make our money.
Well, on that note, Tony, I appreciate you answering these Q&As today. Thanks so much for coming out.
And thank you. Great seeing you again, Kyle. Take care.
You as well. On that note, I'll pass the question off to the viewers. As always, let us know what you think in the comment section below so we can do another one of these down the road. Consider subscribing because, of course, as news hits the wire, we'll always update you here. But stay cool, stay awesome. And as always, I look forward to catching you in the next one.